startup for today's Vision Startup session is GrAI, Material Labs, GML, and I would like to welcome Christian Verbrugge, talking about AI at the speed of life.
Yes, welcome. Today I'm Christian Verbrugge. I'm a part of GrAI Material Labs. I'm responsible for the business development in Europe, and also I'm responsible for the French side. I'm going to give you a very interesting speech, I think, about AI chip. What does it work?
Doesn't work?
GrAI Material Labs was created in 2016 by University La Sorbonne. I'm French, you can hear. It's a French company. Now we have today 3 sites, one in France, one in Eindhoven, and one in US. The French side does the software inside and outside the chip. In Eindhoven, we have ex-people for Intel. They develop the silicium. And in US, we have the CEO and the business development and the marketing. Did you know that in the world, in China, there are 32 companies doing AI chip. In US, we have today 64 companies doing AI chip. Do you know how many in Europe? 9. There's only 9 companies doing AI chip. And I'm proud to be here to present that, because I want that Europe is stronger in terms of AI. And if we don't have a hardware to be able to sustain all the development we do on software, we will not fight against the 2 other countries. That's why I'm really pushing forward this technology. What does our chips going? The business of life AI means we provide brain-inspired technology. That's why you're going to see that how we change the way of doing AI. We want to, thanks to this technology, is fast and frugal in terms of energy. We can do things that we didn't do before. We're going to improve efficiency on PLCs, on robots, on mobile platform, on drones. And we are going to save time and money for customers. And also save vital resource that you know today. We need to do very strongly, everybody has to be involved in that. I'm going to introduce quickly our chip. It's called a SoC, System on Chip. This SoC is very complex, and this is the size of the chip. It's 8 by 8 millimeters. You can't see, but it's very small. And it's as fast as a GPU. As a GPU you see on the fair is called GPU NX or Xavier. It's bigger than this. And you need a ventilation system to make it work. This one is without fan. This chip has the capacity to have 2 MIPI interface, means you can plug in 2 cameras. You can plug in I/Os. You can plug in also sound. Then you can do also AI on sound, on videos processing. And you have also PCI Express. You can plug in your PC to be able to work on it. And we have USB. Everything inside this small chip. What are the performance of this chip? This chip is 20 times better efficiency in terms of processing images per watt compared to Google and compared to an NVIDIA Jensen ASICs. We are very fighting against the big ones. Also, we have developed a complete SDK that's introduced the system easily into the market. Everybody who is using AI today can use our chip. Like Keras, TensorFlow, everybody knows to do that. We just plug in our SDK inside, and you can do magic with our chip. The market we focus on is a big market. It's drones, robots, smart city, smart signage, security. And the system is really can be put inside a camera, and with battery or solar panels, because it has very low power consumption. I will explain you later how does it work. Did you know that today, in 2020, 7 million AI chip was sold. $7 million of AI chip was sold in 2020. In 2025, it's going to be 70 billion of dollars of chips is going to be sold. We are in the trend of really the AI, because today we are the trend in terms of doing the AI inside the cloud. Now everything goes to the edge, but now what we do with this is to the endpoint. We put the chip inside the sensor. You're going to see some example. It's very interesting. How does it work? Today, the technology processes every image inside the neural network. It computes every link and every neurons inside the neural networks. It consumes a lot of energy. And today, as we are brain inspired and we want to be close to the nature, the image can be processed completely, but also we process only the change in the compute. And we optimize the compute system inside the network. That means we can reduce by 20 times the energy consumption by the system. And we can be faster. We can process at 1 millisecond with the chip. Still a small chip I've seen you. That's the trick we did to think like human, the human brain to only process what it changes. It's not like an event camera. We process images, but we process the difference between two frames. And you see 90% of the applications, they don't change in the background. And we don't need to process. And today, all the GPU and NPU process everything. What we have developed is our library development kit. It's the software base that's introduced in the TensorFlow, PyTorch. You can use it. You don't change the way you work. With these tools, you can implement quickly your application and introduce that in the market. We also have developed the library development kit with the sensors, a 3D sensor or 2D sensors. We plug the M.2, it's a PCI Express chip. And like this, you can already do some exploration with the chip and our technology. We have done a collaboration with that link to build those development kits. And today, we take orders, pre-orders, to be able to deliver that next year. In terms of introduction, I love this application because this application is a new way. I've been working for 20 years in the robotic world. KUKA, I worked for KUKA for 18 years. And also, I work for LMI in vision system. Here, we put in the endpoint, in the wheel of the mobile platform or technology, we put ROS to be able to move the robot, and we put our chip to do AI, to perform better to the endpoint. Like this, we have less cabling, less problem. Everything is included in the wheel. And this wheel is going to move the mobile platform. This is also, for me, an initiative I'm very proud of. I was pushing for this. And it's a side project of the company, but I really want to do that because today we have problems to get resources in terms of AI development. But we have a lot of doctors to do AI in the cloud or to do number cruncher in the cloud. But we don't have people to do real AI in the application on site. And what we did here with universities, French universities, academia, and some special in AI, during 1 year, we have developed an AI curriculum. It's not to make money. It's really because I want that French in Europe is becoming a strong force in AI in the world, but to do application on site. And that's why we also provide, at the beginning of this year, this nice library AI kit. The kit is ready to use for teachers and professors. We have also already some recognitions. We have also done a lot of collaboration with AdLink, Framos, this company, EasyWheel, and we are more to come. Thank you for your time. And I want to say that for me, it's a pleasure to be here to present the work of all the team, because it's not about chip or it's about people we are in the company, because without the people in the company, we won't be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Christian.
Do you have any questions?
Please.
So I'm sorry, but I always ask for the price. What is the price of this chip in big quantities?
Depends. Do you want to buy me 10 million, 50 euro?
10 million units per?
Then at 50 euro?
Okay.
50 euro.
Per year?
No, if you buy me 10 million, we can do a price at 50 euro.
Okay. We should negotiate.
Then okay.
That was
It's a question of chips making is a question of quantity, because there is a lot of cost at the beginning. It's because we raised $29 million until now. We are going to do a new fundraising because today this is the chip we're doing, and we are building the next chip already for the next generation. But this is already very impressive.
Thank you. Further questions?
Other questions?
I take that as a no. So thanks again, Christian Verbrugge
Thank
from
you.
GML.